Okay, so good, so good. Are you guys fired up for the next event or what? So I just want to give a quick plug really quick. Some of y'all miss this. Keith and Danielle, they have 497 regional vice presidents underneath them, right? Listen, I love you guys. We had an okay turnout. It's cute. I don't want to see any empty seats in September. Would y'all agree with me on that? I want you guys to thank your $1 million earners for plugging into this event. There's no other event like this anywhere in the country. When I tell people we have $6, $7, $8, $9 million a year earners plugging into every event, they really crap their pants, okay? Don't forget, RVPs, you have to get your ticket to get your entire base shop recognized. Yes or yes? Yes or yes? Okay, I want to give a huge shout out to Valdez. The Martinsons already got their Noah, Melissa McQueen, G. Billy, Patrick Frederick, Leonardo, Lockett, Williams, Tracy Ann Reed, Melvin Edwards, Abby Schaffner, Will Thompson III out here. I see you out here, Will Thompson III, okay? I can't say half these. I love y'all, St. Jean. If you got a ticket, you know I got a ticket. Guys, get your dadgum tickets. I love you. Brittany and I never had to be coached to get a ticket ever in our life. So Jennison's, is there any doubt that your soon-to-be $2, $3, $4, $5 million earner, Charlemont Jennison, has already bought his RVP ticket? Which, fun fact, as a $1 million earner, you don't even have to buy one. That's how coachable these guys are. He's still buying his own dadgum ticket. I want to give a huge shout out to Tesla and his wife. Y'all, the way you celebrated Tesla, your coach up here, I grabbed Tesla. I'm so daggum proud of you. He didn't have to do that, did he? But look at, you wonder why they're all winning, because they're winning together. Yes, yes. You guys do not miss this opportunity to plug your people into this environment come September, okay? All right, good. Now let's talk about some fun stuff. How many of you guys caught a turtle? Raise your hand if you caught a turtle. All right, let's go. I think we might have a Ninja Turtle theme event one time. Rick, we're going to talk about that in the future. If y'all didn't know, I have a Ninja Turtle problem. Okay? But that's okay. I've given this talk before. Some of you might have heard it, some of you haven't, but all of you need to hear it again, including myself. A lot of times as a leader, you guys don't know this. I'm sure Charlemont and Tesla know this, and the Ortizes know this. A lot of times what speakers talk about from stage is mostly what they need to hear again themselves, what they're currently going through. So don't ever think these speakers up here are just trying to tell you to do something. That's where their head's at. Get up for all your speakers so far, everybody. Oh my God, listen. You guys can do better than that. How many of you guys have an Apple Watch? Raise your hand. Apple Watch. Now listen, Brittany's Apple Watch a minute ago went off, said loud noises with the Ortizes up there, but it hasn't gone up there any other time. Who can make enough noise that your Apple Watch is going to say you're in a loud noise environment? Let's hear it for your speakers! All right. Doesn't that just feel better, Jackie? It just feels right. Right? It feels like Jason used to have hair. That's what it feels like, okay? But listen, I want to talk to you guys about expanding your reality. And really, I'm so proud of Jordan and Dana Gallagher. I'm not going to cry, in the adrenaline team. And everybody wants to know, y'all didn't know there are brothers and sisters in the company. We don't override them. Unfortunately, we tried, but just couldn't do it. But we didn't do anything for them that they weren't already doing themselves. We just expanded the vision of how big it's supposed to look. Right? And when you start playing at that level and you start expecting bigger, you have them. How many guys heard a God reference here today? 2 people? How many guys heard a God reference here today? Now, I always say John and Honey own 3 churches. I always say, I don't care if you're into God, Allah, Colonel Sanders, whatever you're into, you would all agree there's something bigger happening outside than yourself. Yes or yes? Yes or yes? So listen, you need to realize that you have a more than enough God, so why are you expecting so small? And I always talk about the sharks. You guys have heard all this stuff before, but I want to package it in a way so it just makes sense to you. A shark, if it's within a fish tank, it will only grow to be about 8 inches. But the same exact shark, if you were to take him to put that same exact shark and put him in the ocean, that shark's going to grow to be 8 feet. That's a product of their environment. Y'all see that? Do you guys see the importance of coming back with 5, 10, 15 team members underneath you to the next event? Do you want your people to grow? Okay, those people are going to win. Do you want your people to grow? You got to plug them in. Most people, they just have a limited belief. I feel bad for Michael Cody. You just saw all this stuff, but it's all I talk about. It's all I think about, right? You guys know elephants. When elephants are baby, they take a little piece of twine and a tiny wooden stake, and they knock the stake in the ground, and they hold that elephant down, and that elephant grows up thinking he can never break free. Do you know that that same small piece of twine and that same small wooden stake and the same size aside, you've heard this talk 15 times, it will then limit that elephant at the strength of its full potential as an adult to never even try to break free. Your own limiting beliefs are the only thing holding you back. You've got more than enough. You've got to find your animal instincts, right? And that's what it comes down to, is find your animal. God, I thought this was a great picture. We have so many different walks of life in here, right? There is literally a Primerica melting pot in here, and I would not have it any other way. I feel like I'm half Haitian now, Charlemagne. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, dang, am I right? Do I look Haitian? I feel Haitian, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay, I'm coming over, baby. What are we talking about? But that's what Primerica is, right? It doesn't matter what animal you are. We all agree that animal, you have animal instincts within you already. Right? What did Noah McQueen talk about? That water coming out of you. That's the instinct. You understand that? And understand the craziest thing about animals I always talk about is, even though everyone in your space is doubting you, it doesn't matter. Understand that people can occupy your space, but you need to be careful who you're letting into your mind and who you're into your heart. Right? You got to put your blinders on. Don't let other people block your blessings because you let them in. I always talk about giraffe and an elephant. I think it got cut off here, but no, up there it's now. Okay, good. A giraffe and an elephant. I love this talk. And how many of you guys got a turtle again? Tortoise? One guy got a tortoise. I didn't put that in there. I'd watch out for that one. Okay? A giraffe and a turtle, they can occupy the same space. Would you all agree with that? Okay, anybody else? Anybody else agree with that? A giraffe, geographically speaking, they can occupy the same space, right? But listen, they don't have the same views. And it's very important that you guys walk with me on this quick journey we're about to go down. Because you can occupy the same space as a family member, a teammate, or anyone else in your business. I guarantee, I'm not gonna mention any names, but the Gallaghers have teammates they had to let go of that aren't here because they didn't have the same views. And it's harder, the closer they are to you in relationship, the harder it is to let go. The more time you spent with that teammate, that family member, the bigger of the influence they have in your life, the harder it is to let go. But you have to understand, while they occupy the same space, they don't have the same view, but the giraffe eats from the top of the trees and the turtle eats from the grounds. You and I are gonna go home together. Not in a weird way, I'm married, Brittany's gonna come too. I'm just saying, you already know where this is going, don't you? Come on, you got to remember that. Animals can only eat from the level of their own view. They can only report back from the views that they're currently seeing. You understand that? So listen to me, when a giraffe, all of a sudden you start getting criticism from a turtle, you want to stop doing what you're doing? You can't get upset by that turtle. That turtle cannot see what you can see. It doesn't know where you're going because it doesn't have the same line of vision that you have. Some of you guys have giraffes on your team or turtles on your team that didn't buy a ticket. That's okay. They don't have the same view. I love you where you're at. I'm going where I'm going. You're not going to eat what I eat because you aren't online with me, and that's okay, but realize that. A turtle can never reach up. They can't. So why would you spend all your time and energy trying to convince somebody that they're not willing to do that? Come on, girl. Listen to me. Some of you guys, I was telling one of the big VPs, SVPs in the back, the same thing in the hallway, Jordan. I'm like, dude, you're not doing anything different. The problem is you're spending all your time trying to convince people the wrong thing. They don't have the same view. And when I think about a giraffe and a turtle, I've told this story all the time, Abby, in Hawaii. I love giraffes, but realize a giraffe, you know a giraffe is real life. A giraffe has a 25-pound heart. Did you guys know that? This is real life, Google it. And the craziest thing is, most of us, even though we've got the best view and we know it in our hearts, we got the biggest hearts. And it's not because we want to override or we want some new numbers. We literally care for people because we love them so much. But I want to caution you, A giraffe, because he has a 25-pound heart to get enough blood up to his head, if that giraffe drops his head down low enough for long enough to be on the view with the turtle, that giraffe will pass out and die. If you spend all your time trying to explain your giraffe views to turtles, you're going to be dead in the water. Come on, y'all. You were built to be tall. Don't endanger yourself by trying to spend all your time and explaining your perspective to a daggum turtle. That's okay. They weren't built for this. They don't have the same instinct you have, right? And remember, quit trying to find all the intellect. What did Edward talk about? You're not getting a lot of how-tos here today, are you? There's nothing you didn't already know. Why? Because you already have that instinct inside you. So why are you trying to find the intellect here today? That's not what you really came here for. You can always hire the intellect. Ask my wife. Good Lord. I taught about the four-color person. I'm literally colorblind. Okay? It's wild to me. But you realize you can have all the intelligence in the world, but if you don't have the instinct, you're never going to be as prosperous as you were born to be. And I'm telling you, like Noah said, you all have that inside of you, but it's literally the hardest part of Primerica is first understanding that, and then second is realizing the only one that can pull that out is us. Okay? But if you've got the right instinct, you can hire that. Now, the other thing I always talk about, you guys have heard this before, lions. Right? Lions, they're caged animals. How many of you guys have seen a lion in the zoo? Generally, they're always sleeping, right? But they're caged animals. They're born in captivity for generations of captivity, right? The great-grandfather lion, the granddad lion, the dad lion, and the son lion, they've all been born, bred, and raised in captivity. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. So why are they still in cages? Why? Because of their daggum instinct. Yes, yes. Listen, you guys all got it inside you. Everybody wants to be a beast until it's time to do what beasts do. I love you. Do not go home from this amazing event. Man, I am so exhausted from getting motivated all weekend. I'll see you in September. You most likely will not. Okay? So listen, what does a beast do? And I actually married a couple presentations together because unfortunately, like Jessica Powers talked about, I talk about the same thing for 7 years. If it ain't broke, why fix it? Right? You have to get out of your comfort zone. Whatever you did coming in here, you have to grow on the way out. It doesn't matter if it's weight loss, your marriage, or whatever. Growth is pain. Where there is no pain, there is no growth. You have to leave here and get discomfortable. You have to make yourself uncomfortable. I used to, when Brittany and I were brand new in the business, Jackie talked about dark house. People don't know what dark house is anymore. When I would get dark house, as much as I wanted to go home, Ed, I would lock myself in the car, in the driveway, ask Brittany, and say, I'm not coming in until I set 20 more appointments. I don't care if I have to sleep in a daggum car. We've got videos of the kids trying to get me out of the car. Literally. Why? Because I had to make myself uncomfortable for a season. You know why? Because comfort zones make more prisoners than all the world's jails combined. I love every one of you, but listen, if you're, I was talking to, Jude did such a good job with his, I'm not going to say 10 crack commandments, that's Biggie Smalls, but the 10 sins of the Primerica. Didn't Jude did a good job, right? Of the 10 sins, right? Brittany texted me from the back. He said, dang, sin 6 got us. I had to go. Luckily, I was taking notes. Sin 6 was comfortable. The hardest thing you got to do, what did Resi talk about on stage, 800,000? The hardest thing you got to do is stretch your vision, change your goal, right? And I'll tell you, some of you guys still got the job. Working a 9 to 5 in corporate America is a prison sentence. What are you doing? Literally, if you did the math on that, we just had our 7-year anniversary in Primerica 2 weeks ago. What did today, Brittany say was her day? Her 7 years out of the, why? Because the day we signed our IBA in Primerica, we both quit our jobs. The day we signed our IBA in Primerica, Brittany put in her 2 weeks notice at her job. Because I am not gonna let my queen work for another man. You have to understand, come on girl, You have to understand, listen to me. In a job, you're trading your time for money, yes or yes? Yes or yes? So I'm no math magician here, Bob, but you're always gonna be short on one. If you're trading your time for money, great, you got all the money in the world, but you ain't got no what? If you can take too much time off, come on. What Charlemagne talking about? Charlemagne acted like he goes in the office. Charlemagne made 163 G's in the office, 163 grand last month. He can't spell office. It's a little bit different over here, Charlemagne. You would agree, yes? And I always say, listen, trading your time for money is like being on a sinking ship. The further you go, the less chance you have of survival. You are in a ticking time bomb if you are at a job. You think your job needs you? You know what happened to me at the restaurant? A lot of people think I quit the restaurants. Y'all know I actually got fired? I was an executive chef at 2 restaurants. What did I do? I was bouncing back and forth. I trained one guy how to run one restaurant. I trained the other guy how to run the other one. Boosh. Why do they need to pay me $80,000 a year in free health insurance and 3 weeks paid vacation when I just train other people how to do it? Isn't that crazy? See, in a job, they want you to act like you own it, but in the end, you don't own anything at all. And you've got the one thing with Primerica that nobody else can offer. Does anybody know what it is? What is it? Charlemagne knows what it is. It's time freedom. I don't care how much money you are making at any other thing. It is not Primerica. There's only one, number one, and that's Primerica. Everybody wants what we have. Bill Arender, our great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather in the business, always doesn't even call them recruiting anymore. He calls them rescues. Your job is to rescue as many people in the world and understand that they're going to make their own bed. That's up to them. But you need to change your thinking. Every single person you ever come across in your line of sight within, we used to take the 3 feet rule back in person. If they're within 3 feet of you, you better be getting their name and number. Because there's people everywhere. Would you all agree with me on that? How many people did you drive by on the way here? Too many. Your own small thinking is the only thing keeping you from getting big. I remember when we were in the base shop, we used to talk about doing 100 by 100. And this was 7 years ago. People used to literally laugh at us because nobody had ever done it before in our hierarchy. The big dogs were doing 20 by 20. And I'm like, that's dumb. Then we did 100 by 100. What do we do next? Right? What environment are you letting your people grow up in? And I almost like hearing Mariah talk on that panel. Mariah came in after Jordan and Dana had changed their mindset. Did y'all hear Mariah say that? I didn't know any different. Because Mariah did $100,000 in premium last month, 10 months in the business, because that's the environment she's growing up in. You gotta be a little bit crazy, ask me. But listen, it's 100 by 100, don't stop there. 200 by 200, you start developing 2, 3, 4, 5 legs within the base shop that are duplicating that, it's game over. And I'll tell you what, when we crossed over 500 by 500, nobody was laughing anymore. Where are they at? Nobody was laughing. I promise you this, in year 1, they laugh at you. In year 5, they ask you how you did it. You guys, I want to challenge you guys. When you leave here, you got to drop the weight. I'm not talking about J-Lock. Jason talks to his downline. You can eat all you want over here. Come on, I'll sign the paperwork. We're going to bring you over here. Okay? I'm talking about dropping the weight at home. The unsupportive family members. right? What about your team? The people that all tell you they're gonna promise they're gonna be here. They ain't here, drop the weight. I love you, I'll see you in the meeting if you're there. That's not up to me, that's up to you. Right? And somebody else said it too, but I have it in my slides, so I'm gonna say it again, right? Who are you hanging around with? The people that pull you up, that stretch you, or are you hanging around with the people that put you up on a pedestal from the work you did 7 years ago? Who are you? Are you a giraffe or are you a turtle? I gotta know. One person's a giraffe. You and I, we're going, what are you? Listen, y'all, you have the instincts already. I want to challenge you guys. The only thing from keeping you from getting big is your activity. Activity is everything. You can take whatever skill sets you had coming in here, and if you multiply the amount of appointments on your calendar by 10 times, you will have 10 times the outcome. Would you all agree with me on that? It doesn't matter how terrible you are. So if you know that, why would you not fail forward and fail fast? Most people, they're all scared of doing something because they think it's supposed to look a certain way. They think it's supposed to feel good. It's not supposed to feel good. It's supposed to be fast. What about a Band-Aid? You guys got a Band-Aid on for too long. You take your time and just slowly stretch it off for 3 days, or you rip that sucker off as fast as you can. 2 people, no one else uses Band-Aids, that's kind of gross, do not slap my hand. What about the other people? Band-Aids, you take them off fast or not? What about rain? If you guys get caught up in the rain, are you walking through the rain, farting around, sitting down, having a snack? Or you're running your butt to the car as fast as possible? What about going through a flooded street? Some of y'all are from Michigan, you know what I'm talking about. In Florida, we got a few of them. Are you gonna putz around, put that sucker in neutral, back it up, flip it, reverse it, or are you gonna put that sucker in drive and slam on the gas? Eating a plate of dog crap. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you told me, Andy, you gotta eat one piece of dog crap and I'll pay you $163,000 a month for the rest of your life, I'd eat that. I would, Charlamagne. I'm coachable. And I'm not talking to everybody, but some of you that are willing to get down and dirty with me, if you knew that your belief level was there, would you eat that dog crap as fast as freaking possible? Or would you stick around, set it back on the plate for a minute, and I'll come back to it in September. Maybe it'd be better when it's dried out. My man Rusty trying to rehydrate that sucker like a bag of tea. Glum, glum, glum. That's what you're doing with your Primerica business. You got it, get it done. I'm not gonna cry. I always cry when I talk about my family. I never got to see my family in the restaurants, ever. And all we do, Ed, is talk about the multiples. You know what the multiples really does is it divides the time that you have to spend away from your family. I'm saving years of my wife's life. In February, we made $183,000 in February. The next day, our bonus was $105,000. We made $283,000 in 30 days. It would have taken my wife 15 years to make that at her job. Do you think it was worth it to eat that plate of dog crap? Frick, yes. Most people, I'd say this all the time, most people, they spend all their time trying to find the right people and then build a big base shop. Stop it. You have to build a big base shop and the right people find you. Quit worrying about the people that tell you why they can't do something. Secretly say to yourself, not the one, next, next, next. Quit worrying about the ones that tell you why they can't do something. Find the ones that ask you how they can. Most people struggle in Primerica not because of our products, services, or distribution. They struggle in Primerica because they spend all their time trying to convince people of something they never wanted to be in the first place. They spend all their time talking to freaking turtles. I love me turtles, but they're gonna stay where they're at because I'm going to the promised land. Stop being so worried about following what you think your plan is supposed to look like that you miss God's plan is already in place. I've been saying this for 5 years. But realize if you ask God to move a mountain, you better be prepared to wake up next to a shovel. That's what it is. Nobody likes that part, Ed and Yvonne. But that's what it is. Listen, God provides the wind, but man must raise the sails. Or woman, for my women in Primerica in here. I'm almost done. I know I'm 45 minutes over, but I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Does your family deserve a dream life? then why aren't they living it yet? Are you guys, did you join this to be a business owner or an employee? Anybody else, did you join this to be a business owner or employee? Do business owners take weekends off? Do business owners take nights off? Do business owners take holidays off? So why do you? Don't expect others to work harder for you than you're willing to work for yourself. I love you guys. I'm so proud to be your teammate, and I look around and I love seeing other people win. Nothing fires me up more. But it's your time. It's your time. Say, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. It's time to go to work.